Hi, Matt with eTrailer. If you have a 2024 Nissan Kicks and you're looking for something to get you through those moderate snow and ice conditions, and you want something that's going to be really easy to get on your tires, where you don't even have to get on the ground at all, even to kneel down, then the Konig Easy-fit Tire Chains are going to be a great option for you. So let's check them out. And we are going to have this on tire size 205, 55, R17. Now this will fit a variety of other sizes. That's just the size we have today. And we're also going to have this on the front axle is what the manual recommends. Now, if you're worried about this fitting your vehicle, you can actually plug in your vehicle's information into our fit guide to find the right one for you. And we can take a closer look at the links now. So we are going to have these smaller square links, and they're going to have this hard edge to it. And that hard edge is going to help get you through that moderate snow and ice conditions. And they will be made out of a nickel manganese alloy steel. And what that means is they're going to be very robust and they're going to be very rust resistant. So they're going to last you a long time. Something else that's going to get you through that snow and ice too is going to be this icebreaker here in the center that's very thick and will help get you through those really tough situations. And then we're going to have this diamond pattern. That diamond pattern is giving us more surface area on our tires, so we're going to get more traction. And it's also going to help with making those turns. And if we look here at the very back, you know how much space we have underneath that suspension? This is actually still a decent amount. And that's something to really think about with the Kicks, because the Kicks has a very low suspension, not a lot of room, and this is still looking really good. And that's going to be due to this being a Class S chain and that we are able to get this a lot tighter. And the reason why we're able to get this tighter is because we have this self-tensioning device. And this one is really unique. So with other ones, you usually have to pull it with your hands and can be a little bit tough. This one you can actually use with your foot. Now I don't have this all the way tightened down because I didn't drive forward, but it still works pretty well, just not even moving at all. And if I want to really engage this or loosen it up, all I have to do is press these two buttons. It's usually better to kind of put your foot down on this while you do it, but you can also use it with your hands like this. They'll extend up and then you can just simply take it off. Again, just show you how easy this is. If I just apply pressure, there it is. It's all ready to go. Just make sure you drive forward to tighten everything into place. And these chains are going to come two to a set with this nice bag. And I actually like it because it's very flat. It doesn't take up a whole lot of room going high up in your vehicle. And then if I open it up completely, we're going to get two things out of this. So I have a spot to really kneel down to install our tires, chains if we really want to. And we're going to have a set of instructions to make sure we remember how to do this if we ever do forget. In my opinion, I think this is a very solid choice, especially if you don't want to get on the ground at all, even kneeling down on the ground to install your tire chains. This is going to be the one for you. Because pretty much any tire chain out there, you will have to get on the ground to some degree. Now, if you don't mind getting on the ground a little bit and you're looking for something just a little bit more affordable, but you still want that self-tensioning device, then I would recommend the P-Wag servo tire chains. Because the way that's going to work is just going to have this little mechanism here with this cable inside of it. You can pull on, use it, super easy to do. And you don't have to get underneath your car to install it. Now the one downside of that is sometimes that cable can get caught up in itself, but it's also made out of a very robust chain material, so it will last a long time. But the same thing could be said about these chains, because they will last a long time and they do have a cable on the back of it. And if you want to see a little bit more about that cable, just stay tuned. We'll walk you through the process of how to install this. To start off our installation, I like to grab some gloves just to make this a little bit easier, and I like to lay out my chain. And what we're looking for here is two things. We want to make sure nothing's tangled up, and we want to make sure that nothing's damaged. So looking for any dents, any damaged welds to this, and that all looks good. I also want to make sure it's in the right orientation, and most times this should be, unless this is inverted, which will look pretty funky and it won't move the way it should. So this is what it should look like, with these hooks facing out and away from your vehicle. And now, what I like to do before I actually get it on, is you notice we do have this red cable at the bottom showing through. And while this is pretty loose, I want to loosen it up a little bit more. So I'm just going to pull on this some. Stretch that out a bit more. You don't want to pull on this too much because you could damage it. I've done that from personal experience. And now we can place this on. Actually, I'll do this from the standing position just to showcase that you can put it on this way. You just have to bend over, push this around your tire until this reaches on the back side. You just push around here too. Make sure it's seating all the way behind your tire. Right now that feels pretty good. Here now it's still loose. That's because we haven't tightened it down quite yet. All you have to do is push it down with your foot, tighten it up a bit, and to get it tightened down the rest of the way, all you have to do is repeat this on the other side, then pull forward a little bit, back some, and now tighten everything into place, and then you should be good to go. Just make sure you come back through, pulling your chains, and make sure they feel nice and tight. And once you've done that, you can take it out for a ride. But that was just a look at the Konig Easy-fit Tire Chains on our 2024 Nissan Kicks. I'm Matt. Thanks for watching.